a long day for me. How about you? I bet you're ready for some relaxation. Today on ASMR Radio, I wanted to make you something just for you. Something that would help you relax. And it's one of my favorite things. Do you take very many baths? Bubble baths? How about a salt bath? I love salt baths. So relaxing. You get the water nice and warm, and then you add in a little bit of magic. That's what I think. So, because I care and I want you to be just as relaxed as I feel after I have a salt bath, I thought I would make you some. So let's get started. The first thing that you will need is a bowl, and I have just the one. This bowl has many scrape marks in this. I have had it for nearly 17 years. I love it. It's a very simple bowl, very classic. Just your basic mixing bowl. Could hold fruit on the counter. Apples, bananas, kiwi. I like kiwi. Now, I did notice it's quite loud when I use my nails. Let's try that. It almost rings, doesn't it? Now, in order to mix your salts in this bowl, you will also need a spoon, or a fork, or a whisk. You probably have a favorite kitchen item, so I'll let you pick. I happen to prefer this wooden fork, which, to be honest, I've had it for so long I don't remember. It's also well loved. It's very scraped along the sides here. Almost like teeth marks. And on the bottom here, the wood has really created a unique shape at the end. It's from many, many years of stirring and scraping. So, clearly this item has been used frequently. So I thought it would be a perfect tool for today, as it would impart the same love and attention into everything else it's created. Now, fun thing. Wood is very fun to tap on. Makes many different sounds. Now, the wooden fork with a wooden bowl. Oh, that was very loud. That's better, isn't it? There's a thing called a singing bowl, and they are a specially made instrument that, once struck, will make a sound sort of like this, but it maintains that same tone for a very long time. And this old bowl can't do that. But it does mix. So, in any good bath salt should begin with epsom salts, a name which most people actually mispronounce. Here, let me move this. There. Epsom is actually spelled with an M. Most people pronounce it with as an N, epsom, but it is epsom. Very interesting. This is just a generic bag. I confess I usually buy this in bulk at Costco. Epsom salts actually contains magnesium sulfate. I sometimes confuse it with manganese, but it is magnesium. And this is something that most Americans are actually missing in their diet. And it can cause depression and back digestive system, which in itself can be depressing. Epsom is also very helpful in gardens. There's instructions on the back, but I simply know that you can add it to the soil, and it's a fertilizer. Your flowers will love you. Let's add some to our bowl. Yes, that should do. Look how pretty it is. They're like little crystals, and they sparkle. It's kind of like playing in the sand. Now, while it may look like I'm just goofing around, they say that every recipe needs love, and since this is a relaxation present for you, this is my way of adding in an extra dose of care, compassion, and friendship. Now, the Epsom salt is a skin softener. So, it basically softens the water. So, if you have harsh, hard water where you live, you will love this even more. These salts nearly dissolve instantly. There usually seems to be a few stubborn ones. So after you pour it into the water, once you've drawn your bath, before you get in, I would recommend putting your hand in the bottom, like so, and just mixing them up. Otherwise, when you sit down, you'll feel like there's sand underneath your backside. And it doesn't feel very good. So, that's my tip for you. So the Epsom softens the water, And some say it will draw toxins from your skin. Now, everyone has an opinion, and some doctors say, what toxins? What are you talking about? But all I can say is that after a bath, I feel amazing. So, it's got to do something. Even if it's just the toxins in my brain. Toxic thoughts. That's a great way to think of it. Sometimes we get stuck on something unpleasant in our mind. Our mind doesn't want to let go. Wants to think about it over and over and over. We wonder why. Why do we do this to ourselves? It's okay. We all do it. The best thing to do to remove your toxins, toxic thoughts from your brain, is to simply feel this moment right here. If you were lying down, feel the pressure of your body below you. Feel the weight. Feel how heavy and tired and relaxed. And hear with your ears the sound as my fingers trace this bowl. A light sound emits, and you can hear it. And it's the only thing that matters right now. You can practice this wherever you are. In bed, on the couch, on a subway, maybe. Definitely not while driving. However, when you are driving, you can focus on the things that you can see. Look for pretty colors. Look for something new. Is there a new sign? Is there a new kind of car on the road? That's surprising. These are thoughts that will help you come back to the moment that you're currently in. And take those toxic thoughts and set them aside. Now, one thing I do know is that salt does draw out stuff. I don't know. Draws out stuff. And I thought this was cute, actually. This is a bit torn. It's actually been in my kitchen and an RV. But according to this package, it is Morton's 100th birthday. And it says she's still the one. And I have to admit, while I have seen this lovely girl, when I think of Morton and salt, I think of it as a masculine. But Morton is a she. And she does what she wants. She's salty. And she's 100. You go, girl. So, good old salt needs to accompany your epsom in your bath salts. So, of course, the salts I'm making for you will also include this crucial ingredient. My nails are not helping. Aha. Got it. There's probably an appropriate measure for that. I just put in what I feel like. And that's what I feel like right now. So, let's mix it up. This will actually truly draw stuff, as I said, from your skin. Now, I didn't put very much, meaning there is far more epsom than regular salt. And the reason is, if you've ever gone swimming in the ocean, you already know. You don't want too much of regular salt because it will dry out your skin, which is unfortunate because I do love the ocean. So let's mix that in. That'll do. Every good bath salt has aroma. You have the sensation from the hot water, not too hot, and you have the salt, which slowly softens your skin, draws out stuff, and you want aroma so that your other senses can participate. You want to smell something that relaxes you and makes you feel good. Could even be invigorating. Some people like floral scents or earthy scents. Maybe sandalwood. Some people prefer jasmine or lavender. These are popular. I tend to like fruity scents. Not too sweet though. Something that is sweet, but also energizing. And so, one of my favorite bath salt ingredients is actually orange peel. This is a bottle from Spice Island. I think that's a fun name, Spice Island. Oh, I'm sorry, it's plural, Spice Islands. There's more than one, lucky for us. And it was established in 1941, if you care for that tidbit. They're obviously very proud of it. And in here are little bits of orange peel. It's actually kind of quiet. Interesting. This spice must know that its talent is in the aroma. Now I'll tell you a secret. This orange peel, while it has a very lovely scent, once it is in the water of your bath, it can clog your drain. And this is bad. But I do love the scent. If you can find an extract, that would be much better. To put a few drops of your favorite scent or oil into the salts. And then that way, once you drain your bath, you won't have this at the bottom. Unfortunately for me, I have a love affair with orange peel. It's a tragedy, but it is romantic. Oh, I've made a mess. Wonderful. And the other reason I like orange peel is because it looks beautiful in the salt. This has such a beautiful, sweet, tangy scent. It's not quite like an orange because it is the peel. So you have to imagine that scent as you're peeling a fresh orange. It's very ripe. Now let's stir this in so you can see what I'm talking about. To me, it looks like a spice. And it is a spice. But it gives such a unique looking texture to the salt that it's so beautiful. I love it. There. Don't you just want to throw that in the tub? Take a bath. Now, depending on the size of your tub, will actually determine the amount that you'll put in. I really like salts, and I have a fairly large tub. So I would put all of this in my bath water, and it would smell beautiful. If you have a smaller tub, you might use half, but I would generally, that's the word I'm looking for, sorry, generally not recommend putting in less than a cup. So a full cup of bath salts at least. And if you're like me, you use 2. Now, there's one other thing you can do. If you wanted to add a little bit more moisture to your bath salts, you could add some oil. And you can use a variety. You can mix it into this and kind of make it into a very thick paste before putting it in. I won't do that today, but a tip for next time. One of my favorite oils is a coconut oil. And I have a jar here. So let me share it with you. This is a jar of Aunt Patty's, I suppose. It is, more importantly, organic and extra virgin. That means it was the first pressing, if I'm saying that right. In theory, it should have the most nutrients. That's the concept. I also see that this particular one says it's non-GMO. I have no opinion on that at the moment. I know many of you do, and I love you for it. This is unrefined and it's cold pressed. And basically what that means is that it is as close to nature as possible. Though coconuts don't spontaneously produce oil, so it's still processed. This jar has been well used. I wish you could smell that fresh coconut. This particular type is solid at room temperature. So it isn't liquid until you heat it up. You can see how easily, though, it turns into a liquid. Just the warmth from my hands has melted it. I would compare it to butter, perhaps, in the sense that you could set it out and it would look like this, but easily turns into this. Now, the fun part about this is my hands smell amazing. And I would guess this is very healthy for my cuticles. What a fortunate event. I live in a very dry area of the States. And dry skin is my nemesis. Once you use the oil on your skin, you can feel the difference right away. Now, this is truly a cooking oil. The reason I say that is because I'm guessing that it won't absorb into my skin as well as something that was designed for your face or hands. Something that would be a little more refined. If you recall, this one is not. I can also say that the ingredients confirm that there is nothing in here but coconut oil. And as you know, with most lotions or oils intended for your skin, they will definitely have many other additives. And now we can assume those additives are to ensure that the product absorbs properly and won't transfer to your clothing or everything else you touch. See how my cuticles are doing? I guess not too bad. So, this is one of my little favorite items. Sounds a bit like a drum. Unfortunately, I don't know any songs. So, I have made these bath salts for you, and they are a gift of relaxation. I hope that you will take these pour them into a very warm bath and allow yourself and the salts to remove the toxins. Let your skin sweat. Let those impurities come out. The pores really get clean. And as for your mind, you must take deep breaths. Smell the aromas. Feel the warmth. Feel the senses in this very moment while you take your bath. Enjoy it for as long as you can. And when your bath is over, remember, take those feelings with you and use them the next time you need them. Thanks for joining. I hope to see you again on ASMR Radio.